Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I want to look at another Plants vs. Zombies book. Since not my last video, but a couple videos ago, I talked about the Plants vs. Zombies activity book. Now I have several PvZ books, and people really liked me talking about the activity book, so I want to talk about this other book I used to read all the time called The Official Guide to Protecting Your Brains. So this was officially made by PopCap and EA, and it was sold at scholastic book fairs. So very similar to the activity book. I got it from a school book fair. I believe I got this one a year or two after the activity book, but I read this one a lot. It's definitely been in a lot of backpacks and stuff because it's not really in the best condition, but the pages are still fine. So let's go over it today, and there's some interesting stuff in here I definitely want to point out. So there's two parts of this book. And you'll notice in this book, there's like these weird like blood stains and like pen marks and all that stuff. And it's because this book is actually supposed to be like Crazy Dave like edited it. So he added little notes into the book when it's supposed to be like, oh, government official Plants vs. Zombies. But here it says like, I'm Crazy Dave. Like, and there's a bunch of notes from Crazy Dave just all over the place. And this is the most cool part of the book. So there's character descriptions for every single zombie along with every single plant with like a little thing about all of them. And there's like stupid little notes that Crazy Dave left. Please hit the like button. You see what I did there with my hand? The like button. And the subscribe button so we could help grow the channel. We're really close to 20K. And leave a comment which part of this book is your favorite or a part you'd enjoy. This book actually has very useful tips for the game that I definitely used when I was younger. Like, I didn't know that the flag zombies walked a little bit quicker than the regular zombies, and then it has a little like asterisk, I don't know how to say that word. It has a little thing, and it says flag zombies move faster than ordinary zombies and cover more ground. 2 or more peashooters work better than 1. So it actually has some pretty useful like tips about all the zombies and stuff you usually wouldn't really know too much about. So I think we talked enough about zombies. We're going to go back and look at some more, but I want to talk about plants a little bit since it is a big part of the book. So they all have a really funny picture for all these because obviously Crazy Dave definitely made this part of the book, but like this is just hilarious. Like, such good pictures and fun descriptions of all these characters. Like, walnuts are deep and difficult to get inside of. I tried once and I hurt my teeth. I thought about trying to hit one with a saucepan. What? Did you know that Crazy Dave has a lazy cousin named Ralph? I didn't either, but now I do. I wonder what he looks like. I don't know. So something really interesting about this book is it talks about my town. Now, I believe this game was called Plants vs. Zombies Adventures. I never played it personally, but I think it was like a Facebook exclusive Plants vs. Zombies game. And I remember seeing this picture and these entries in this book about these different houses and stuff, and I had no idea what these were talking about. Like Crazy Davington Castle, I didn't know what these were. I didn't really have that much access to the internet back then. I just kind of read books, so I didn't know what any of this was from. And then it just kind of ends all of a sudden. Like, it doesn't really tell you that there's another game called that. It doesn't tell you what these do. It just kind of tells you about these random buildings, and then it just goes back to PvZ1. So I don't know if this is like original artwork, but in this book there's like a lot of weird pictures of zombies. This is the mining zombie with like a landscaping tool, it looks like. And there's another picture of a zombie in this book that I always thought was really weird, and I never knew who it was when I was younger. So here it is, the mullet zombie. So I had no idea who this was supposed to be. Now I obviously know who it is now, but it says eating brains is not enough in life. Some like mullet zombie asks more bigger questions. and it just gives a description about like, oh, he has funny hair. It doesn't tell you anything on how to counter this zombie, and this zombie is not even in Plants vs. Zombies. This is an unused zombie, like that mullet, because usually this character has a hat on, and it is the Zamboni driving zombie. So for whatever reason, they didn't list it as the Zamboni. They mentioned nothing about the Zamboni in this book, and it just says mullet zombie, and it doesn't tell you anything about the character, how to counter it, like spike weeds. But the thing that's weird is pretty much all the other zombies, it says like pour hot water so the bobsled team won't spawn in. Like, you know, that's an actual useful tip. Like, oh, the Jack-in-the-Box zombie is metal. You could take it away with a magnet shroom. It's just such a strange entry, because this isn't an actual zombie in Plants vs. Zombies 1 that you will encounter ever. This is another picture I recognize from the loading screen of PvZ1 on the Xbox 360 when you boot it up on a modern generation Xbox, but it has Crazy Dave holding a walnut. So I've never seen it before, but there's the picture if you've never seen it before. Here's another kind of interesting one. The coffee bean has little wings. Now I kind of noticed this in game, but I don't really remember it. I don't know if it's some kind of Mandela effect, but the coffee bean in this book at least has little fairy wings, so very interesting. Here's another interesting one, the Explodo Nut. I don't think this render of the Explodo Nut is seen anywhere else besides this book, because this doesn't show up in game. So it looks like they just took a picture of the walnut and just made it red. Here's some other funny pictures in this book, like the bunny suit zombie, shufflers, which I think are supposed to be like the ruffles, I think they're called, chips, brain and vinegar, and then Franken zombie. Here are some other ones. Oh, that's a disturbing note. Here are some other ones, like the cooking zombie, the tuxedo zombie, and the masked, I'm not even gonna try to say that word, zombie. It's just a Bungie zombie reskin, but that's kind of cool. I wonder if these are like scrapped zombie variants that are just like made for the book. Here's another funny one. I always thought this was the funniest thing ever when I was younger. The little Disney D and Dave. I thought that was so funny. There's also this little picture of Chomper and one of the Yeti zombie taking out a walnut during Christmas time with a plunger. So, yeah. Now, I think this book was made way before Neon Mixtape Tour was even announced or was even a thing. So I wonder if this was a prototype design for the rollerblading zombie in Neon Mixtape Tour in Plants vs. Zombies 2. So yes, this was the Plants vs. Zombies official guide to protecting your brains. So I hope you guys enjoyed looking back at this book with me. And I have another Plants vs. Zombies comic book, and if you guys want me to look at that, we can read it together in another book, or another video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Join the Discord server, and let me know what you guys thought about this book down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.